Hello, denizens of the internet. Well, I started this Apple streaming thing way too late, so we're already talking about Apple gaming. But I figured rather than wait till this whole thing, gets recorded and played back, and I do a fake live streaming, I thought I'm going to do it right now. Tim did not mention a very big intro and just dove into this, so I'm diving into this myself. Everything in focus? Well, let's hope so, and hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so the first thing was Apple Arcade, and the games look cool. I don't know what kind of controller they're using. This is a surfing game with some cool music. The music sounds very Sailor Moonish, which is fine. Well, Apple Arcade looks like it's going to have way more product than Apple TV Plus. So it starts September 19th. Available on Apple TV. $4.99 a month for the whole family to play these games. Well, it all depends on how good the games are, right? That's the bottom line. I do like the idea that all the games aren't looking realistic. They look almost like indie games, all of them. Okay, back to you, Tim. Apple TV Plus. This my favorite service. Best original stories, most creative minds. Stories that help you find inspiration, that are grounded in emotion and inspiration. Stories to believe in, stories with purpose. I don't want to watch that on TV. I want shit. For All Mankind. Dickinson looks very interesting, actually. I thought this was pretty cool. The Morning Show. Blockbuster cast. Oh, the reaction to the trailers have been incredible. Right. A lot of really bad comments for The Morning Show, so I don't know what he's talking about. The Morning Show, one of the most watched trailers for any TV show ever. I can't speak right now. Entertainment Weekly says it's fall's most anticipated series. They didn't buy the cover. C stars Jason Momoa, where everyone is blind. Which, yeah, sure. The worldwide premiere trailer for C. Eagle. We start with an animated eagle, an Apple original. Centuries from now, almost all humans have lost the ability to see. They were all masturbating way too much. But the power of sight has returned. A baby is born. This baby can see. And he's going, boy, you people are dirty and hairy and smelly. We've got an evil queen that wants the sighted children. The people without sight look like they can do everything that sighted people can do. It's just that they got their heads turned sideways, like Daredevil. So what's the difference? But I don't see how they could have done it any other way. The people who are without sight can't be sitting around in wheelchairs the entire TV show, or it would be boring. But on the other hand, it doesn't seem like the sightless people are that much more handicapped than the sighted children. I will keep my sarcasm to myself until I see the show. Well, I won't see the show because I'm not going to buy Apple TV Plus. Does anybody want to share their account with me? November 1st, Apple TV Plus will be released. So it's $4.99 a month for Apple TV Plus. I guess this is something that they were thinking about. Well, they don't have enough shows, right? Initially, but bold move. Yeah, I think initially they talked about it being $10, right? All these shows for the price of a single movie rental. Who rents movies? And then Tim goes, this is crazy. Oh, it's wacky. So if you buy an Apple product, you'll get 1 year of Apple TV Plus with the 2 shows available for an entire year. So you just keep watching the same show over and over again for an entire year. That is awesome. iPad. So he said we've revamped everything, every iPad. I'm actually very interested in seeing what iPad OS delivers. This is one thing I think is genuinely interesting and unique. But on the other hand, they had to do this because I think Microsoft is doing a very good job with Surface and creeping up the ass of Apple. Tim didn't say that. Those were my words. You're more excited. Never more excited. Okay, who's going to tell me about the new iPad? Oh, Joss? Joss. Oh, he's so incredibly excited. This is a shock. Okay, what's the most popular iPad? The 9.7-inch iPad. So first-time iPad users, 60%, 6th generation. They've been up to 6? So 7th generation iPad, the regular one, not the Pro, much wider viewing angle, which is great when you're sitting in a Starbucks and people are watching the porn you're looking at there. You can share without having to get right behind the guy. I have an old iPad 3, I think, still holding on to it for dear life. Now he's doing a demo of iOS 3 on the new iPad. Looks great. I like to make fun of Apple, but you know what? When they do something right, you've got to admit it. I mean, this is, I think, as a pundit, I have to admit when I'm wrong. No, I don't. But I do have to admit when Apple is right. Although that's no fun at all either. I really like the SD card, thumb drive, the ability to add that to your iPad to be able to transfer files. So would you buy an iPad or an iPhone or a Mac just because you get 1 year of Apple TV Plus with it, 1 year free? I would get a $10,000 Mac Pro just to see Jennifer Aniston for free for 1 year. So $329 US for that iPad. Okay. I think Apple is starting to readjust its pricing. Apple Watch next. How am I doing there? Groundbreaking health on your wrist. It's everywhere. Apple is making a difference all over the world. We hear firsthand about the Apple Watch's impact on people's lives. Oh, they've made a video. God damn it, I can't complain about this at all. Damn it, Apple. Okay, nicely done. Big applause. Now we're getting into Apple Watch health research. So one of the things I've always said about Apple, you can make fun of them, you can put them down, but I think the breadth of stuff that they're involved with and keeping all these balls up in the air is a very, very difficult thing to do. And yeah, they've dropped a few balls, but you cannot underestimate the amount of shit that they got to do, whether it's managing servers, iCloud, all this stuff, and making it seamless and making it feel like it's working properly. It's more and more difficult now to make all this stuff look easy because it's just so damn complicated to manage, maintain, and engineer. So I give Apple a lot of credit. Tim loves the Apple Watch because I think this is his baby. Unfortunately, his last baby since Steve had died. So Stan Ing is going to tell us what's next for the Apple Watch. You have to have 2 Apple Watches on your one wrist, and then you can have extended screen real estate. No one ever thinks about these things except for me. What's happening next is a video. Why don't you just tell us? Okay, I hate these videos. X-Watch. What does that mean? Oh, new hardware. Ah, always on. There we go. That's the big innovation we've been waiting for. So we don't have to, we don't have to flip the watch all the time to get it. Although this wrist is much stronger than this wrist because I'm exercising it constantly, turning on the watch. I wonder what's going to happen. I have a very powerful wrist. 60 hertz down to 1 hertz. So it only hurts you a little bit. Ow, ow, ow. Ambient light sensor in case you're using Ambien all day, 18-hour battery life, and still have it always on. I guess if you turn off always on, does it last longer? It would be nice to have that option. Oh, they're including a compass. So it will turn you around in the correct direction if you're looking at maps on your Apple Watch. It'd be good for camping, except where do you plug in your watch when you're sleeping? That's one of the bad things about any of these digital watches is that how can you keep them going while you're camping? Has a special surface treatment that Apple's engineers have created. Where's Johnny to say that? We need a Johnny movie to tell us the special service treatment that we painstakingly researched over 20 years of taking dinosaurs out of the frozen permafrost in Russia to create the exact colors that we are looking for. New Hermes models with new prints. Now, the thing is, what bugs me about the Hermes model is that they have the only interesting normal-looking watch faces. And Apple does not let you have normal-looking watch faces because they don't let other people create the watch faces for you. It really does bother me. And I'm not going to spend, $5,000 to get an Hermes version of the watch. I love the fall detection. They need fall detection as soon as they tell you what the price is. So when you fall down, it'll immediately call the doctor. So Series 5 watches, $399 with GPS. Not bad, actually. So they're keeping the Series 3. What's the price? Wow. Okay, $200 for the Series 3 watch. Something's going on. They are hearing footsteps. Apple's hearing footsteps. I think they've decided to start aggressively pricing their products, going for market share rather than margins. The one thing Apple is doing really well right now is when you combine all of the Apple gear together, including the AirPods, it becomes a very attractive space-age experience. Oh, and it tells time. Tim is basking. He's basking in the glow of the Apple Watch video. iPhone. Right. Let's talk about iPhone. You know what? I completely forgot about it. Okay. Yes. Completely changed the way, we've changed our lives. Essential to hundreds of millions of people. Changed industries. And created new industries. Made a profound impact on all our daily lives. Okay. The customers love iPhone. Because we phone on technology, because we focus on technology that matters most on their lives, like not having an earphone jack. Okay, the newest iPhone. Here we go. It's a movie. It's a stupid short video. I don't understand these short videos. Why walk off the stage, see 10 seconds of video, and then come back on the stage? That I think is a complete waste of time. Cayenne is being invited onto the stage to talk about iPhone 11. Give it to us, Cayenne. Oh, the innovations are truly remarkable in iPhone 11. Starts with the design. Still has the notch. I don't care about the notch doesn't bother me at all. The cameras kind of look like speakers. Look kind of neat. Spatial audio. Apple has always been good with its audio on its devices. Except for its HomePod. Okay, the camera. So it's dual camera, not 3. 12 megapixel, 26 millimeter, 1.8 lens, 6 elements. So 120 megapixel, 13 millimeter, 2.4 ultra wide. So ultra wide has been available on Android and Samsung for a long while. I guess this is just something that Apple had to finally add to their camera. The pictures look great. Updated the image pipeline, the Pippolini. It has the neural engine for machine learning, so we can teach machines to use the camera. You just give the camera to your washing machine or your vacuum cleaner, and it's able to take pictures because it's got machine learning. Now, the pictures are stunning. Are we actually certain that these pictures are shot with the iPhone? Do you think Apple would do a bait and switch? I think there was some cell phone company that did use regular DSLRs for their pictures just to fool the audience. I don't think Apple would do that. Would they? I don't know. Night mode turned off. This is the image. I can't see a thing. Oh my God, I see an image. What a shock. So again, this is something that other phones have innovated, and Apple is catching up now. Okay, so now we're going to see a video shot in wide and ultra wide on iPhone 11. That looked okay. I like cars, old cars. So they've got stabilization improvements on this phone. So while you're shooting, you can flip between lenses while you're shooting. Nice. Zooming. Wow. That's pretty cool. No one's applauding, but that's pretty cool. They do need to find a way to take wider pictures on the front camera. Slow-mo on the front camera. We've got a little ad. I'm sure it's going to be cute. Okay, so now you're doing your fashion photos. You're emoting to the... Okay, so she is being lit properly with a circle light. Aha! Nice, nice. Don't take yourself too seriously. Slow fees. They're not selfies, they're slow fees. That's funny. Wow, the blue line is way longer than the A12 Bionic line. That's what makes it faster, because the lines are faster or longer. I know that because I'm a scientist. Longer lines means something longer than the other line. So an hour more of battery time than the iPhone XR. Oh, another video. Okay, so the introductory price of iPhone 11 is $699. How does this fit into the iPhone strategy? It'll impact their lives in meaningful ways. So the iPhone 11 is the low end. And now we've got another intro movie. For crying out loud, enough! Why come to an event to see videos that you will be able to see on YouTube or on the Apple website? What's the point? The iPhone 11 Pro. So what would make a phone a Pro device? That I don't understand. So I can understand how GarageBand is a consumer piece of software versus Logic. Logic is a pro piece of software for the music industry. But what makes a phone a pro phone? So Phil. Oh no! Phil Schiller! Look! Oh my God! We haven't seen Phil in years! My God, I'm actually smiling. I was afraid he was dead or in jail or something. We want the best product made even if we're not a pro. So even if it's called a pro, you don't have to be a pro to use it. Surgical grade steel, so you can use it for surgery. That's what makes it pro. Of course, this is for doctors. Midnight green finish. That's what makes it pro, because only pros use midnight green. Oh, space gray. Okay. Silver, nice. And a new gold. 2 million to 1 contrast ratio. 1,200 nits. I have about that many nits in my underwear. Beautiful color and detail. But what makes it pro? Yeah, the spatial audio sound, which all pros need. It's not Super Retina anymore. Super Retina XDR display. They just add words to it, like Icelandic naming scheme. This also has the A13 Bionic chip. Sri Santhanam is going to now talk about the Bionic chip. Oh, his voice is a little bit rough. I think he's been practicing this a lot. Ooh, look at that. I like this guy. He's nerdy and cool. Oh, back to Phil. Pro battery. 4 hours more than iPhone XS. Does that make it Pro? 5 hours more for the Pro Max battery than the XS Max. I do like the 11 Max Pro better than XS Max Pro Max something. Oh, they've included a faster charger. Oh my God. Okay, now we got the camera systems. Now that really pissed off a lot of people, was just the crappy charger that they had in the XS phones. And if you wanted a faster charger, then you need to buy it. So now it looks like Apple has included it. Bravo, Apple. Okay, so we got a 12 megapixel wide camera, 26 millimeter. Okay, so that's the same as the 11. Okay, 52 millimeter. Okay, so that's new. I think that's the new one. 13 millimeter pro photography. I wonder if this is Phil's backyard. So obviously they're going to show photos that are good, but it does look really good. Oh, the black and white pro level image filter. This is also like turbo. Remember when everything had turbo in the name? turbo cologne, turbo salad dressing, turbo carpet cleaner. This is what the word pro is. This is how the word pro is being used with the iPhone. It's meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless. So there's really no such thing as a pro photo. If a photo is good, a good photo is a good photo. There's nothing else that you can, there's no way to judge it as being pro. New feature coming in the camera. Sneak peek. Deep Fusion, coming in a software upgrade to a iPhone 11 coming near you. Pro Video. So they've given it to a professional cinematographer and director to show us how good the video can be in the hands of a professional videographer. There's just so many things that a professional cameraman is going to do with any camera. First of all, they're going to put it on a crane. Plus, they're designing the backgrounds. It's not just the camera. So I'm sorry, but I'm calling bullshit on this. So yeah, he's using the iPhone Pro to shoot this video, but there's just so many parts to what makes a good video a good video. Yeah, so the camera is moving beautifully, slowly, seamlessly. I'm sure they're not using the iPhone's built-in image stabilization to shoot this. What are we into now? So this started at 1. So it's 2:30 now. Well, 1 Eastern Standard Time. So that's an hour and a half. Ah! A video about the iPhone. So they've changed the pricing structure a little bit. The iPhone Pro is going to be $1,000 and the iPhone Pro Max is going to be $1,100 US. I still think that's too much. Even though these prices are lower. Okay, so they're going to 10R is $599. So iPhone 8 at $450. I think the XR should have gone down to $500 from $599. Will it be enough to return Apple to smartphone dominance? Not entirely certain. That's a good phone. I think it's actually a very good update. Tim is going to talk about Apple retail stores. Arends is gone. We now have Deirdre O'Brien. I'm getting worn out. Already, she does not look like a stiff Angela Arends, which is good news, because she did the worst presentations of maybe everybody during the live events. Maybe apart from Johnny Ive, who you could tell hated doing these live shows. They should add it to their names. Apple Trade-In. The Apple Pro Trade-In. It's Tim Pro Cook. See, that works. Oh, Apple TV Plus with a very scary picture of Jennifer Aniston. She looks like a deep fake there. You recap everything. This is actually a really neat picture of the 3 lenses. Our mission at Apple, empower people and enrich people's lives. To put technologies in your hands, except for useful ports on the MacBook Pro. Couldn't be more proud than the products and services we've shared. He's thanking everyone. Is he going to have a one more thing? That's it. Oh, no one more thing? He's going to come back. He's going to walk back. He's going to turn the light back on. There's going to be a one more thing. No! Thank you, pro denizens of the internet, for watching this pro presentation featuring me, Pro Peter, Pro Paul, Pro Chato, because I'm going to be calling everything Pro now, because that's the new turbo as far as Apple is concerned, aren't they? So, isn't there? Because it's pro. Everything is pro now. Pronouns. See? Everything has already started being pro. We can't help it. So, till next time, pro denizens, prolong.